Hello, my Jigga Boom Booms. Today we are going to create a fun eye look. I'm hoping it's gonna be fun because I don't know, we always wing it here on the channel. I'm featuring a brand new palette, which is potentially a dupe for a Huda beauty palette. I'm gonna give you guys details on the palette right now. This is the Alter Ego Coastal palette. It literally launched April 6th. I know I'm kind of late, but it launched on April 6th. Alter Ego was awesome enough to send it over my way as they do with all of their other palettes, and you guys already know. We've played around with their palettes and they are absolutely stunning. Not only are they stunning, but they are affordable, girl. And they also sent over a backup of their primer. Their eyeshadow primer is actually really nice, so I usually keep them in stock. But let me show you guys the palette. The exterior packaging is going to look like this, and it did come in a box, but your girl had to open her hello. And here is the inside of the palette. As per usual, I went over to the Alter Ego Instagram account so that I can see any postings that they've released on this palette and the comment section with their followers and their viewers giving their feedback on what they think of the actual palette. People are loving the color story. They're loving the price point. We already know they love the formula, but they're saying that this is a dupe for the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm looking at it. The shades really do look like they're dupes for the palette. The setup is slightly different. For instance, this one here would be the third shade on the second row. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't own the Huda Beauty palette because it goes for $69, and you guys already know we've gone in literally like 2 to 3 weeks ago and decluttered the entire eyeshadow palette collection shelf. And y'all know I got rid of a lot of stuff. So I wasn't gonna keep spending a lot of money on palettes that, although they're beautiful and I know they have great quality, I know ultimately there will be a dupe palette released. Alter Ego does it right every single time. So let's go ahead. We're gonna prep our lids with their primer and we're gonna dive on in and create a look. All right, let's make sure my entire lid has product. I'm gonna tap it in. It really is a nice color story. So I cannot wait to see how this palette performs. Fluffy brush. This is a BK Beauty 212. I'm gonna start off with the shade Shell. And we're gonna apply this on the crease, tapping from the end, bringing it forward until we get the majority of the product off of our brush. They create dupe concept of really expensive, i.e. look at this palette, right? Of really expensive eyeshadow palettes, but make it really, really cost effective. Most of their eyeshadow palettes are about $16 and they're all stunning. So if you're looking for like a dupe for Natasha Denona's palette, i.e. the Glam palette, they have dupes for a few palettes. You can get it for like 16 bucks and you're gonna get beautiful formula. And I don't really brag about eyeshadow formulas like that unless they're actually really, really good, and Alter Ego definitely has some nice formulation. Now that we've applied it and kind of set it where we wanted it to go, whatever's left on the brush, I'm just gonna blow out like this very lightly. With a slimmer brush, I'm gonna go into Urchin. Now, of course, this palette has so many beautiful shades. I like that you get a ton of cool tones in here. As always, if there's any specific colors you guys want me to use, look at this one. It looks like a galaxy kind of effect. I think I want to use coral in this look today. But, if there's any specific, like, look at Glow. Look how pretty that is. And all I did was swirl. So if there are any specific shades you want me to use, make sure you let me know in the comment section below, because this palette is stunning. I'm glad that they created something like this so that I didn't have to feel any FOMO from not getting the Rose Quartz by Huda Beauty, because it was kind of sucking, to be fair. And I did contemplate at one point, do I pay the $70 for the Huda Beauty one or just kind of let it go? And I thought like Frozen's Elsa, and I'll let it go. I'm gonna blend with no additional product. Blend this out a little bit so it looks nice and gradient. The shade Coral is really unique. It has pebbles within a clear gel-like formulation. And so that clear gel is basically a solution that once you swirl your finger into it, the pebbles start to blend away and distribute pigment. And here's what it's going to look like once you've blended it together and swatched. But you're not removing the pebbles 100%, which I really like. So what do we want to do? I think the shade Sparkle is really pretty, but I also like this one. It is called Starfish. So what should we do, you guys? This is hard. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go in with Sparkle, and then I'm gonna add Coral right on top. Let's hope for the best, because I've not played with these formulas before. I'm gonna apply Sparkle with my finger. Oh, that's so pretty. Is the shade unique? No, we've seen this recently here on the channel with like, it's kind of like a duochrome. So we've seen this before. I recently swatched some duochrome palettes. So it's not 110% unique, but it's really pretty. And it's more of a powder, not necessarily like a cream to powder formula. So it is different, but when it comes to like the shade and how it looks, it's not. All right, so we applied her. I'm gonna grab a fine angled brush. I'm gonna dip into Haze, a cool toned espresso shade. It's not quite black. And I'm gonna drag Haze out here. Before I top the eye with the gloss, I think I wanna go in with Shell again. That shade was so pretty. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna drag it under the eye, add some pinky hues to that area. All right, now we're gonna add this gloss situation that looks stunning. And I wanna see, is it gonna make my eyes look even more wet? So we're applying it on one eye first. All right, it kind of adds a little something, makes it more creamy versus a actual shadow formula, but it's technically the same finish when you look at these two. One has more of the pinky purples, the other is more on the green side. So it provided a little bit of a shift to the shimmers on the eyes, which I'm okay with, but I think next time I want to apply it on its own. I don't know why I didn't think of that. The same brush we used on the crease, I just want to kind of clean this up a little bit. So I'm going to drag it back and forth with no additional product. And then I'm going to deepen that outer edge just a smidge because I feel like it kind of needs it. Let's go ahead and curl our lashes. And then I'm going to dip into a brand new Ofra Volumizing HD mascara. They have it in waterproof as well as regular. This one here is the regular. I can't believe so many people didn't even know that Ofra had a mascara, and mija, it is really good. And yes, my discount code is available in the description box below, and you can snag this mascara at a discounted price. You can't beat that. Like an amazing mascara plus get a discount on it. Come on. Bottom lashes, one coat. I can add more drama if I want to, and this wand has itty bitty spikes to it, and it separates my lashes so well, but then you can build it to get the most out of your lashes. Now this is one coat at the top and the bottom. I'm gonna apply another coat at the bottom and one more coat at the top. That's two coats, top and bottom. Let me make the other eyeball match. Here are the eyes with just mascara. I didn't end up applying lashes or anything like that because, girl, this mascara does the most, so you don't really need it. I'm gonna dip back into this deep brownie shade here, same brush. And then I'm gonna go along the inner corner here just to kind of extend my inner corner a smidge. I feel like it adds a little something to the eye. You guys, and here is the completed look. And I know you guys want to see swatches of some shades, so I'll go back in. I'm gonna do Glow, Abyss, Ripple, and Pearl. Here the swirls are on my fingers. Here are the 4 shades. Glow is very similar to my skin complexion, so you see there's shimmers there, but you don't really see too much pigmentation, which is fine. I'm pretty sure it's gonna look amazing on the eyes anyway. Okay, let's try the hand. Let's do Shore, Starfish, Siren, and Sand. Everything else is a matte. Those look so beautiful. I know this is gonna look amazing on deeper complexions, lighter complexions. These shades are like spot on, are literally gonna be pretty on everyone. Now, like I said, I need to do a whole nother video because there are shades that are speaking my name, i.e. Siren. A smoky eye featuring Siren, it's gonna look amazing, okay? But here is some feedback that maybe most people won't expect. Remember, this palette is supposed to mimic somewhat the Huda Beauty one. When it comes to the shade Coral, I like the concept because it's different and it's kind of fun, but I don't think everyone's going to like a glossy feeling on the eye. I think the glossy effect, looking like it's wet and just like a lip gloss on the eye look the look itself is beautiful. But when it comes to an actual glossy feeling, like I open and close my eyes and it's there, unless you're doing like runway, red carpet, a photo shoot, I don't think people are gonna like this for every day. Had you bought the Huda Beauty one for $69 and then found out that you don't like that glossy effect, now you paid full price for a palette that has a pan that you will not use, right? So I love concepts like these. I totally think they're worth it. There is going to be a link and a code in the description box. I get nothing out of it. I do not get commission. All I get is the ability to help you get a discount on your orders. So make sure you use that and save even more money. And I know we kept the eye simple today, but simple is also pretty. You already know I always want to hear your feedback, so make sure you've commented down below. And if you're new here, I want to invite you to join our family here on the YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button. I post 6 days out of the week and I make sure that you have fresh new content really often. And speaking of content, I'm gonna go ahead and suggest 2 videos here on screen. I'm hoping you'll consider checking out. I think you'll really enjoy it. And if you do check it out, I will see you guys over there. Bye guys.